Hi, everybody. This is your friend Daniel Hutchins, and we are back again for another article discussion from our friend Screen Rant. Yes, our friend Screen Rant. So, today from Screen Rant, we're talking about Henry Cavill. Yep, Henry Cavill. He has a new movie, and it's a huge blow for those 26 other James Bond rumors. Okay, so Henry Cavill has been recurrent contender to succeed as Daniel Craig as the next James Bond. His new movie, however, puts a huge dent into those hopes, and we're going to talk about why. This was 5 hours ago. Okay, so Henry Cavill's new movie was a license to kill. All of your James Bond 26 hopes. It feels like Daniel Craig has been outgoing James Bond actor for something like 6 years in this point. Craig has strongly suggested he's done with 007 after 2015 Spectre, which has meant that the actor would rather slash his wrists than play Bond again. But the comment he's expressed regretted over, and immediately sparked speculation as who the next Bond actor could be. Now, Daniel Craig ultimately found time for No Time to Die, confirming this was his last crack of the whip. The final chapter was delayed significantly due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but even now, No Time to Die has released, and Daniel Craig has officially hung up his tuxedo. He'll remain as 007 until a new successor is formally announced. Throughout his entire time in this post-Spectre confusion to James Bond's present state of limbo, Henry Cavill was somewhere near the top of the fan wish list, rubbing his shoulders with fellow favorites like Tom Hardy and Idris Elba. Now, many have seen Cavill was the perfect modern Bond. He is charming, a fantastic actor, proven franchise on the draw, and can exude upper-class Britishness without coming across as aloof. He's not only handsome, but Henry Cavill would be the ideal choice, or at least we think he would be the ideal choice. Now, related to this article, Why No Time to Die says James Bond will return, despite Craig leaving. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about something else. We just be on our way, though, because obviously there's no denying that the DC Extended Universe Superman meets every major requirement for a James Bond lead. Unfortunately, his upcoming project might have just put him out of contention. Now, in March 2022, Apple TV has just released the first image of his upcoming movie, Argylle, in which Henry Cavill plays the lead. Now, based on the book of the same name by Ellie Conway, Argylle's plot remained a mystery, but not only that, it was the mark the Conway's literal debut. But Argylle isn't actually published until September of 2022, despite the movie adaptation being midway through this production. We do, however, know that Henry Cavill, his character, is a spy who loses his memory, becomes a famous author, and then begins on a quest to avenge the past comes flooding back. In the book, we know the Bourne Identity, with a thesaurus, perhaps. Okay, I'm gonna save the photo. That's kind of related to what we're talking about. And I'm going to keep going. So, Argylle is expected to release in late 2022 or early 2023. Apple TV is eyeing a full trilogy. The source material for Ellie Conway is currently writing up at top speed. Assuming that trilogy goes in plan, James Bond's Eon Productions won't necessarily want an actor playing 007 and Argylle simultaneously, even if their first movie sinks and all talks of a sequel gets brushed under the carpet. Does Argylle fall too near Bond 26 for Henry Cavill to be the face of both? Well, making matters more worse, Matthew Vaughn, who is the Argylle director, has confirmed Cavill was the cast largely because of his uncanny suitability for James Bond, telling THR, which is a news place, in 2021 that he is glad to land a hand before Eon did. Again, Argyle, it seems, won't be very far removed in all from 007. Hope it's not lost entirely, though. But although Sean Connery, George Lazenby, Timothy Dalton, and Daniel Craig didn't play any high profile spies prior to James Bond, Roger Moore, who starred in The Saint, and Pierce Brosnan, who played a spy adjacent sort of the Remington steel, has proved Eon doesn't demand a 007 actor who virgin to the spy genre. Also, Henry Cavill's already featured in both The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and The Mission Impossible of Fallout. That wasn't enough to kill the Bond rumors, but there is some more spy roles between friends. Argyle doesn't automatically put a bullet through Henry Cavill's chances to play Bond, but there is a certainly doesn't do him many favors either. Eon will and understandably want to wrest some air of exclusivity to their next James Bond, 007. Even though Cavill is the perfect person to have the Bondesque figure, even though he's doing the Argyle franchise, and certainly take some shine away from the Bond 26 if he was cast. So Daniel Craig's replacement too. Again, you can never say never again. It comes to James Bond, but Tom Hardy and Idris Elba are going to be fancying their chances now that Henry Cavill is now committed to Argyle. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about that, and let me know if you even heard of Argyle, because I never even fucking heard of it. It's just some franchise that's now coming up now on Apple TV. But okay, so that's what's going on with Henry Cavill and how his new movie is the huge blow for his chances of being James Bond. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. So let's keep going. Um, yeah, we're gonna keep going. Okay, you want to know more about Morbius? I can tell you about Morbius. Morbius director has confirmed Spider-Man does exist in Sony Universe. He also hints at Iron Man. Director Daniel Espinosa confirmed the version of most Marvel characters exists in Sony's Morbius universe, including Spider-Man and Iron Man, 4 hours ago. Okay, director Daniel Espinosa has established Spider-Man does exist within the same universe as Sony's Morbius movie. After the success of Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies, Sony has released centered on villains like Venom and now Morbius, an upcoming movie. Morbius is now set to follow the biochemist Michael Morbius, played by Jared Leto, as he infects himself with the form of vampirism after attempting to cure his rare blood disease. Now, audiences are given a closer look at his character with the Morbius trailers, which are riddling with some Sony Marvel Easter eggs, which are finally released. There are some several nods to other characters, most notably Spider Man, but prominently featured promotional footage to Spider Man street art that has been graffitied with the word murderer over top of it. Fans immediately took this link to No Way Home, as similar imagery and ideology is plastered throughout the movie after Peter Parker is wrongfully accused of the murder of Mysterio. Okay, related to this article, Morbius poster finally fixes that MCU problem. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about something else. The director has addressed these appearances in the Morbius trailer during interviews with Cinema Blend, which is another friend we use. Now, whilst confirming that Spider Man does exist in that universe, the director is quick to clarify and quick on the draw that it might not be the version of Spider Man you think that it would be. Again, the concept of the multiverse is not new to Marvel comic fans and love characters like Spider Man and Tony Stark. But there are some differences in the universe to universe. This vague answer could mean anything. They did specific mention of Tony Stark and how he could be some kind of appearance from the character, especially now Spider Man is intended to be the Holland Spider Man, as many believe it was. You can read the quotes below. Of course, I mean, in almost all Spider Verse, the universe, that existed in the Marvel Universe. You read their comics and you get this whole idea of how the Marvel string theory, if you would call that, is very related to, if you remember, the alternate Seinfelds. And you have a world where you have all those same characters and all these characters, but they are slightly different. See, almost all your verses, you have Spider Man, or a Fantastic Four, or a Tony Stark, or a Morbius, but they will all be different in tone. That's not quite the way that Marvel Cinematic Universe was approaching this idea, but they are remaining to some core truth. Then you have the second kind of guess yourself of this legend, which is about the totems, which is that in all universes there is spider totems, which mean that in all universes there is a Spider-Man or a Spider-Woman. Well, yeah, there is. Street art wasn't the only Spider-Man link, as Michael Keaton has revealed to be part of the Morbius cast in trailers. Now, after his role in Spider-Man: Homecoming, whether the Vulture would return to the movie or not, he's revealed to be filming a secret project as Adrian Toomes the Vulture. While it might not be easy to presume that his character is one of the same, there hasn't been official confirmation yet. Despite this, Leto has also been toying around with fans about a Spider Man reference and what it could mean. The future of Holland's Spider Man has been unclear since No Way Home had rounded his trilogy. The constant tease from Sony suggested they're far from finished with his character. Then, that in mind, Leto is eager to see Morbius and Spider Man interact with each other, suggesting there is a fight between them. Unfortunately, Espinosa, the director, doesn't give fans a really clear cut answer about if Spider Man is in Morbius. Although there are some Easter eggs noted to Spider Man, it does open up some interesting possibility, and it could give way to further Marvel appearances from Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, or maybe even an entirely new Spider Man. Okay, so again, let me know your thoughts. And again, Morbius comes out on April the 1st of this year. And then Craven the Hunter comes out January 13th next year. Okay, so those are the Sony movie dates and what's going on with Morbius. Okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to talk about some more stuff. Or should we say we should find more stuff? Okay. You want to know more about Captain America? I can tell you more about Captain America. Okay, so Captain America's shield can survive Superman's strongest attack. Okay, so normally when you think of Captain America, you think of his shield. But Superman is one of the strongest characters in any comic book universe. So if he cannot break Captain America's shield, with his immense strength, then that means his shield could survive. Now, 8 minutes ago, everyone. Alright. While Superman is easily one of the strongest characters in comic book universe, he can't break Captain America's shield. Due to his Kryptonian heritage, Superman has the power to harness his energy from the yellow sun. He transfers that to his godlike powers, but the more he's exposed to the sun of the Earth solar system, or other like it, the stronger Superman is. Now, even at one point, you have to remember becoming as powerful as he shattered the entire dimension with a single punch. However, his base strength, Superman is nowhere near as strong to break Captain America's shield. Therefore, Captain America's shield cannot be destroyed by raw strength. The reason for that is because the shield is made of unique vibranium alloy, given capacity to absorb any blows no matter how strong the strike was. Whenever someone like the Hulk has tried to attack America by attempting to break his shield, he's failed because meaning Superman doesn't stand a chance. Okay, so related to this article, Shazam's strongest punch makes Superman look weak. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about something else. So Superman in his base form is a little bit stronger than the Hulk, which is proven that in the Marvel DC team up. Now again, Superman and the Hulk go head to head in a fight where Superman knocks the Hulk out cold. After he was able to take down the Hulk, he said to himself, he took everything he had and he almost stood up to it. Nothing left now. But proving that now Superman is stronger than the Hulk, just only by barely, throughout Marvel Comics, the Hulk has tried to fail to break Captain America's shield. He never came close. So again, since Superman's a little stronger, he still couldn't break the shield either. Okay, so the only way to destroy Captain America's shield is the cosmic energy or molecular manipulation, which has only been shown a few times in Marvel Comics. At that point, Cap's shield was broken by Thanos and also by wielding the Infinity Gems in the Infinity Gauntlet. Another time, the shield was shattered by the Molecule Man, proving that his strength isn't enough to break the shield. The cosmic or the molecular powers do the trick. Now, when Superman has powered up enough to shatter a dimension with a single blow, as shown in Justice League 25, he should have remembered to enough strength to crack Captain America's shield at this point. Superman tapped near cosmic energy before, thus he might pull off this impossible feat. However, guys, Superman has normal powers from the Earth's sun, which isn't as strong as the Hulk, and therefore he cannot break Captain America's shield. Okay, so there you go. There's your question. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Okay, we're gonna keep on going. Because I thought I'd just tell you that scenario. Okay. You want to know more? You want to know more? I can tell you more. Okay, we're gonna see. You want to know more about the Avengers, right? I can tell you more about the Avengers. The Avengers have paid tribute to one of the most Marvel iconic covers. Now, Marvel's most iconic covers, the Avengers paid tribute of. Now, okay, Namor has proved he is the new Avengers powerhouse, replicating the Hulk's legendary feat of strength. He is celebrated in Secret Wars. This was an hour ago. Warning, there are spoilers for Avengers 54. One of the most iconic covers in Marvel history has been the Avengers 54. Namor the Submariner has held the weight of Avengers Mountain on his back, just like the Hulk has held Holden Mountain during the original Secret Wars series. During the Secret Wars series done by Jim Shooter, two groups consistent of the most prominent Marvel heroes and supervillains were spirited away by mysterious omnipotence being called the Beyonder. He does a battle on a planet which is called Battle World. The prize to the winner would be granted any wish. They slay their opponent first, but while the villains are eager to do this, the heroes decided to adopt defensive position to find out in the rather cruel game. Now, after surprise attacks by the villains, the heroes were wounded and on the run. Molecule Men and others have used incredible powers to lift an entire mountain range and drop it onto the hero's head. Apparently, it kills them on the spot. However, Iron Man was able to dig a wrench from a rock, and then Hulk used his massive strength to brace the whole mountain, sustaining his weight in a few minutes. Reed Richards figured out a way to the situation, and the epic moment for the Hulk celebrated on the cover of Secret Wars number 4. Okay. Related to this article, Namor has bows down as an Avenger in his biggest moment in years. We're not talking about that, we're talking about something else. Avengers 54 by Jason Aaron has now something similar happen. Avengers Mountain, which is a base built inside the corpse of a Celestial, was attacked by two of the multiverse masters of evil, the Doom Supreme and the Kid Thanos. They had planted bombs in a mighty structure collapsed at the end of issue 53. They trapped Namor, Black Panther Valkyrie, and Deathlock's Cyborg under this rubble. However, in issue 54, we know Namor is now shown supporting a massive part of the debris. With the help of T'Challa, the King of Atlantis would have never admitted this. But again, the Fed of Strength gives Valkyrie the time to use her medical expertise to perform surgeries on Deathlock, saving his life, in another epic moment for Namor and Black Panther have showcased their great powers. Okay, so that's pretty neat, guys. But Hulk's fetish strength during Secret Wars had been deeper. It has a more deeper meaning. The Jade Giant is finally able to control his transformation and retain his intellect as Bruce Banner. After absorbing massive amounts of gamma radiation, you remember from the TV show The Incredible Hulk, he he actually gained gamma radiation. He is paranoid about losing his mental faculties again. These worries distract him as his guard duties and has led the villain's attack catching the hero unprepared and off guard. Now the Hulk has made up by his mistake by sustaining the weight of this mountain on his back. Now Reed Richards had to provoke him with insults to make him angry. Thus this makes him stronger. It is certainly an iconic moment though that has left a mark on Marvel history. Namor has a display of strength that probably would never have been seen. But again, it's a new Avengers powerhouse. After She Hulk, the cousin of the Hulk, She Hulk, has persuaded them to join the team recently. Okay, so Secret Wars is the first company wide crossover with their massive success on traditions of Marvel Comics and still lasts today. Now, Namor scene in Avenger 54 is proof that Secret War's long-lasting legacy is a nice callback to one of the most iconic sequences and covers in Marvel history. Yes. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So the time check right now is 22 minutes, it looks like. So I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to wrap her up. We're going to do one more, and I'll wrap it up. Just hang with me, guys. Hang with me. I'm trying to go back to our friend Screen Rant, because that's where we're using our information. Okay, so okie dokie artichoke. We are going to be talking about Phil Coulson. Okay, so we know Marvel's Clark Gregg has made a funny response to one character in the Batman. So we know Batman's Jill Coulson sounds a lot like Marvel Cinematic Universe Phil Coulson. And Greg Clark himself has taken this notice on social media. 2 hours ago, everybody. Clark Gregg, who plays Phil Coulson in the MCU, and most notably the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., has funny responses to the character Jill Coulson and the Warner Brothers movie The Batman. Now, again, it also spins off right on HBO, inspired by Frank Miller, Batman Year One, and basically is the second year to Batman, where it also includes Falcon, Penguin, Riddler, and of course, don't forget Catwoman. Okay, so the Riddler serves as Batman's main villain, who is a Zodiac inspired serial killer who leaves clues for the world's greatest detective. He targets Gotham City corrupt elites, who are so called elites to Peter Skarsgård, Jill Coulson. Jill Coulson, who is a district attorney who works for a mob boss, Carmen Falcone. We've heard from the comics before. Now, people are quick to know that Jill Coulson almost sounds awful like Phil Coulson, the actor who plays the writer of the one of them. Okay, so later this article, Loki's Morbius could become the Phil Coulson of the MCU multiverse. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about something else. Okay, everybody. So, Clark Gregg, who tends to stay up on date with Marvel and DC things, has recently took to Twitter after seeing Batman. His post to the film writer's simple question was Skarsgård's character Jill Coulson. Jill Coulson. Fans commented with similar reactions. I think Coulson's coming back for Batman 2. Two Phil, two Coulson. Check this out below. So from Clark Gregg, he said Jill Coulson, hashtag Batman. He said this on Twitter. Okay, you can see the post there. But again, it's on Twitter. So again, Greg has first appeared in S.H.I.E.L.D. as Agent Coulson in 2008 Iron Man. He then, of course, was in the Avengers, who also had to take his life at, at the hands of Loki to unite all the Avengers. Greg has went on to play the character for 7 seasons of ABC's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He then was resurrected as Coulson, and then, however, Loki has seemingly confirmed Coulson has stayed dead in the sacred timeline. Greg has continued to voice variant versions of Coulson from the Disney Plus What If, even though he's said to open to reprise his role in live action again. Which would be pretty cool to see him like dead and then come back again. I would love that. Again, we don't know if that's going to happen though, but it's possible. Now, this week, Greg has also used social media to commemorate Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., their Disney Plus debut alongside Netflix heroes Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Punisher, and Defenders. Characters like Troy Cox's Matt Murdock, Daredevil, and Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk and Kingpin have already appeared in MCU projects like Hawkeye and Spider-Man. While this doesn't necessarily mean this is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters would appear in large MCU, the universe ever-evolved nature with variants of any character is a possibility. Still, Batman Jill Coulson is almost certainly not a variant of Phil Coulson. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about that. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so that is a wrap, guys. That is a wrap. So let me know your thoughts about this material, what y'all thoughts about that was. So I'm simultaneously watching some DuckTales on my TV, and I'm just chilling. So I'll catch any of y'all guys in a couple hours, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.